He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Being chased out left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Fields. Dancing to his left. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here we go.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Here's Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Fields. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Pacheco. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Mahomes to throw. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A run by Pacheco on second down. Down right around the 25. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 8. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, a second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Well, now how about this return? And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. That is caught by Herbert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on third down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On fourth down, Fields. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bears are back within a couple of the lead. Matt Eberflus is going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Now a first down throw. Fields buying time to his left. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Go.
Here's Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now it's Fields. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, 26 yards. And the Bears have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw in the defense. They have no answer for that right there.
I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 37 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 21.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go,
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Fields on the move to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And quickly, they get to the line. Fields on first down. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. George Karlaftis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Here's Fields now on second down. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 60 yards. Fields now to throw. Out to his left. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Back to throw. Fields. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go, sir.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. They snap it to Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Finding Hardman. He's got space past the 25. Running free at the 45. Off to the races. McCole Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. McCole Hardman, 95 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Fields steps away. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run. but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Steps away to his left. Gets this to Moore. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Fields changing the play.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Rolling to his left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on second down. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And now off to the races down the right side. He's to the 15. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10.
No mas, no mas. All right.
Here's Fields. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, can. It's all right.
On 1st down, Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.